Hey everybody, so I guess this is live. I've never done this Facebook Live thing before, but I wanted to try it. So I'm gonna make some homemade almond milk and I wanted to show you how. So I already soaked my almonds. So you've got to soak your nuts. You want raw nuts and then you soak them, let's see, about 8 hours. So these have been soaking longer than that. It doesn't really matter how long you soak them, but you soak them and then you dump your rinse water. So that step's already done for me. And then I've got my Vitamix. You need a high-powered blender if you're gonna do this. So I'm dumping my almonds into my Vitamix. It was 1 cup of almonds. And then I'm gonna fill my Vitamix with water. So basically just fill it up to the top. If you want a creamier milk, you'll use a little less water. If you don't really mind and you kind of like want it to go further, you can fill it up. So I usually fill it up. Let's see what mark I put it to here. So, okay, I got about 6 cups of water in there on my little measuring line. So I've got my almond milk, and then that's pretty much it. I just put the blender on the stand. I'm gonna put my top on, and then you just turn it on high and let it go, and it takes like 10 seconds or less. So here we go. It's gonna be a little noisy. Okay, so I'm gonna start it on low, turn it on, here it goes. So you can see the skins are blending up right now. 3, 2, and 1. All done. Turn it off, and that's it. So the reason you gotta have that high-powered blender is because you really wanna get the nuts all pulverized. And actually, I'm gonna turn it on one more time and put it on high just for a quick blast. Here it comes. Ready? Noisy. All right, done. So I've got that done, and then you need a milk or a nut milk bag. It's similar to a cheesecloth. You can get them at Whole Foods. It's just to help strain out the pulp. So I'm going to set you down over here really quick so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so I've got my bag and I've got a bowl to catch the milk. Basically, I'm just gonna pour the milk into my bag to strain out the skins. So here we go. Super simple. You just dump it in, and then right at first a lot of the milk goes through, and then you just kind of squeeze out the rest like you're milking a cow, right? Okay, so got that, and then I just squeeze, and as you squeeze you can see a lot more of the milk comes out and all of the pulp stays in the bag. So if you're someone who hates pulp, then you don't have to worry about that. If you don't care and you want to leave the pulp in, you like kind of a gritty, thicker texture, if you're just going to use it in smoothies and so you want that extra fiber or whatnot, you can. But I like to just drain the pulp, and then you can use the pulp for various things. If you have a dehydrator or something, you can make crackers, stuff like that. Currently, I'm usually just kind of throw the pulp away, but I'm trying to come up with an idea of what to do if I save it. All right, so there you go. You squeezed out all of your milk. And as you can see in my bowl, I've got a beautiful, frothy, white almond milk. And then depending on how you like it, you might want to add a little bit of vanilla extract or some honey. Now, if you're gonna add honey, you wanna add it now while the milk is like kind of room temperature or warmer. Once you put it in the refrigerator and you try to add honey, it doesn't really mix in very well. So you just add your milk like this and then you're good to go. Now, I will tell you, once you refrigerate your milk, it lasts maybe 4 or 5 days. Usually you'll consume it quicker than that because it's really delicious, super refreshing. But if you maybe like a hint of cinnamon, you kind of like that horchata, that rice Mexican style milk, you could add cinnamon, vanilla, honey, kind of do it the way you like. I just leave it plain like this most of the time for me. And when you put it in the refrigerator, it's going to separate. So there'll be almost like a watery portion and then a creamy portion, and it'll look a little funny, but just shake it up and it goes right back to this beautiful white, frothy, clean texture. So that's it. I hope you enjoy, and I hope that maybe you give it a try. Then thanks for joining me on my first time with this Facebook Live. We'll see you later.